Hi, this is Chris Cluey, and you're listening to the best threesome ever.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 139, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And here we are once again.
Yeah. I just matched your energy, man. It's okay.
Yeah. Like 45 minutes ago, I just also just discovered or developed this like massive headache.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
you know, it's a good thing you're not wearing headphones next to humans who are known to shout into microphones.
It's not that kind of headache. I don't know. It's just weird.
All right.
Feels like I got like punched in the head, but without the pain of being punched, you know? Like, I don't know.
That can be resolved, of course.
By what? Punching me in the head?
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah. I'm not saying it's a good option. I'm just saying that, like, you have a pain in your head
option.
that isn't... That feels like something, but isn't that. I can resolve it so that it is that still.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys heard of a show called Squid Game? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
I just discovered it. It's crazy.
I feel like the
And
internet...
now I'll return to Late to the Party with Rob, Kevin, and Nick. Oof, the mics are a little spicy.
they are a little spicy, yeah.
They're a little
Hang
heavy
on.
today.
Especially picking up my treble. So it's just catching my cackle like a knife.
Picking up my treble. I never touch the EQs.
No?
Nope. Don't really ever need to.
All right.
So anyways,
Your natural zhuzhy treble.
Right.
I believe that. Yeah. I have a very...
maybe your
Sharp.
vocal cords are cleaning up after
Maybe.
not, you know.
That's certainly possible.
Yeah. Well, kind of in nerdy stuff. Not to bring the thing down, but, you know, Dean Stockwell passed away the other day.
Dean Stockwell did pass away, and that's very sad. For those that don't know who that is, Dean Stockwell, along with a very long and storied career in Hollywood since he was like 4 years old when he appeared in the Thin Man series. Probably best known for his role in
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap as Colonel Al Vecchio, or Al, next to Scott Bakula's Sam Beckett. Yeah.
Yep. That's actually a favorite show of mine.
It's a very good show, and I have not gone back and watched it in a while, and I really should, because it is a very clever piece of sci-fi television.
I wonder how it would. I wonder how it's
aged.
That's a great question, especially with the last episode of season 1 is like the season finale was, you know, a season finale episode, but he jumps at the end of the episode like he does it in every episode.
Right.
And he jumps into a woman's body. And then,
Yeah.
like, I wonder how well that episode aged, that season 2 episode.
Also, the one where I think he became, I can't remember if it was a black woman or a black man, but there was definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple episodes where where he crosses some racial lines, and maybe it's. But the thing is, they don't show that he is a different skin color unless he looks in the mirror. Otherwise,
Right.
it's just
Him.
plain.
In their clothes, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I think they skirt it a little, but I'm a white man, so I'm not sure if I have the qualifications to say whether or not that's racist.
Right. I don't remember if he made it home. I think he did at the end.
Do you not know the ending in the
I don't
show?
remember it. I do remember because he was like jumping back and then he kind of made it and he jumped into like Al's body or some shit.
Yep. So in the final episode, he jumps into...
A long time ago, man.
Yeah. In the final episode, he jumps into someone's body and goes and hangs out with young Al and convinces young Al to not re-enlist and go home to his first wife. And so Al's future has changed so that he is now happy with his first wife, that they didn't divorce or she didn't die or something or whatever. And Al goes off and lives a happy life. Sam Beckett is never heard from again. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't remember that. Maybe I do. I don't remember. But as we've learned from Infinity War, that's not how time travel works.
No.
But
Well, but they also had a weird. Sorry, I was just saying they had a weird take on time travel too, though, because their time travel, like, they specifically set up the show that it was already in an alternate universe from ours. Because there's a big episode, the JFK episode. It's a two-parter, and Sam jumps into Lee Harvey Oswald.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and at the end of the episode, he can't stop Lee Harvey Oswald from shooting the president. And Al goes, no, you changed the future, Sam. Originally, Jackie and the president both die. So now it's just the president, and you've saved Jackie Onassis. That's who you're supposed to save, and now you're jumping again. Which is
So they
bizarre.
They kind of do both, two of the three then.
Yeah.
Because there's three ways that time travel could work, and that's the butterfly effect, where you change something and it changes a ton of things. There's what was it called, the bootstrap paradox or something like that, where if time travel happened, it's already happened and will always happen, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Right.
the grandfather paradox.
Yes.
Yep.
yeah,
And then of course multiverse,
Yep.
yeah.
which I think relies on a lot of
Careful planning.
hubris.
Well, and I think
that every human decision affects the entire universe.
I feel very similarly about butterfly effect, but I think fixed point theory is a much more interesting time travel theory, and I think they use fixed point theory most prominently in that show, and I think that's the one that, cause in fact they do. It's actually the fucking plot of the show. You change this one thing, this one fixed point, and you move on, and that's how he jumps. Like that's
Doctor Who too.
yeah, Doctor Who as well.
Yeah, but he's changing like past people's lives. Like I remember the one Vietnam episode. He jumped into his brother who died.
Yes. He jumps into a bunkmate of his.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
he did he jump into his brother? I don't know.
Remember?
Yeah.
Anyways, but like his brother died in Vietnam, but somehow he saves his life, and it's kind of like, well, that's kind of a drastic change since you already knew your brother died.
Yeah.
I also remember the one. Was it that same episode or a different episode? I think it was a different episode where he. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like the episode before he jumps into that. He's like him playing himself. He like jumped into a younger version of himself.
Yes.
And he's like sitting on the porch saying, "Oh, well, he plays John Lennon's Imagine to some girl, his daughter, sister, whatever, on the porch." And I don't know how they got into the conversation, but anyways, I just remember that, and that was like the episode before.
So he plays John Lennon. That episode is very interesting because he plays John Lennon's Imagine.
It hadn't been written yet.
It hadn't been written yet, and she thinks it's really cool. And she goes off to, no, maybe that is a different
Oh
episode.
no, he's saying he's from the future. He's explaining who he is. He's like, "No, I'm your brother, but I'm your brother from the future." Like
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't believe you." She's like, "Well, you like the Beatles, right? Well, here's a song that John Lennon writes before he dies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a couple like big moments.
Right.
I know. I'll fix it eventually. Don't, just keep going. Just keep going.
Been there.
There we go.
Weird.
There's some really
on an audio
podcast. There's some really good musical references in that show, like where he teaches Michael Jackson how to moonwalk.
Yep. I remember
Or gives Buddy Holly the name of one of his most famous songs, Peggy Sue.
that. Right. Yeah.
I think he swivels his hips with Elvis at one point too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's some pretty
Just promptly stolen.
landmark music moments in that show.
Stolen by Forrest Gump, and he's
Teaches Chuck Berry how to play rock and roll. Ooh, wait, that was Back to the Future, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
yeah. He was also Dean Stockwell was also in the original Dune. He was the doctor that betrays the family.
Oh, Yue, that's
sure.
right.
He was Yue, wasn't he?
He was, because I just remember like the weird tooth, like when the tooth thing, and like the horrible visual effect of him going and then breathing. It was bad.
I mean, speaking of weird cultural things involving race, isn't Yue Asian? Am I wrong about that?
So they made him Asian in. I don't think he was ever described as Asian in the books.
Okay.
And it's spelled like Yueh. It's not specifically an Asian spelling.
Okay.
But they changed it, I think, to Yuei for the new one. I think.
Okay.
Right.
So I think that was a change they decided to go with.
Okay.
I don't recall which one is the original. I'm just gonna look that up real quick.
I think it's EH is the original.
He was also not really awesome.
Well, it was EH in the original movie. I'm just trying to remember.
Oh, it's
if that's
EH in the original book too.
Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember if there was EH in the book.
Yep.
He's also not really awesome. McHale's Navy movie.
He sure was.
No one was in that
McHale's
awesome
Navy.
McHale's Navy movie. It doesn't exist.
Very true. It's a horrible fucking movie.
Down Periscope, however.
He was not in Down Periscope.
No, I'm just
Oh no, it was still EH.
in the movie too.
Yeah,
the most recent one.
Yeah, Dr. Wellington Yue.
I enjoyed Down Periscope from time to time.
I like it.
I think
I
it's
like
a
it.
fun movie.
I think Kelsey Grammer would have been a better McHale in McHale's Navy.
It probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like, I think Down Periscope was the better McHale's Navy reboot.
funny part about it was I think that when when Kelsey Grammer did Down Periscope, it was like he was finally sober for a time and he was trying to relaunch his career after Cheers.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like his relaunch.
Well, like, he was starting to do a movie career outside of television.
Right.
Because he still had Frasier at that point.
I thought it was right before Frasier.
Frasier happened directly after Cheers.
I have to look that up. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Was it Rob Schneider in that fucking glorious
Yes,
piece
he
of
was.
shit?
In Down Periscope?
It was,
Yes.
He
it
was
was
a lieutenant.
1996.
Was the movie?
Was Down Periscope the movie?
Okay. When did Cheers end and when did Frasier begin?
Frasier began in 1993, so this
Oh,
was
okay.
mid
Okay.
Frasier. This is when
Yep.
he was like hype.
All right.
Yep.
I'm here.
That's what I thought.
Hell, I mean, even I'm trying to remember if X-Men was still.
X-Men was
X-Men was either
It would have been right after
before
because
or
the first
right
one was
after the end.
2000. So by the time the third one came out, it had to have been like 2006.
Yeah, I thought the show went for like 10 seasons, but
it went until 2004.
Frasier wasn't a horrible show. Again,
I liked it.
Watched a few episodes. Thought it was funny.
I've never
2006.
watched it all the way through.
I don't think I ever saw the end of it. I think once the resolution of Niles and Daphne happened, it was like, well, that's
Yeah. Yeah. I had a huge crush on
their
Daphne.
tension was half the show.
That's fair.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it was-
Total smoke show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
English accent and all. So.
So Dean Stockwell.
Right.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember what else he was in. I'm sure he's got little bits.
Well, at least, I mean, we may as well look it up. I know he's done some other geek stuff. I think he was in Stargate or Battlestar Galactica. He was in Battlestar Galactica.
Never watched Battlestar Galactica. Well,
Neither
let me
did I.
rephrase. I never watched the new Battlestar Galactica.
Same. Yeah. I haven't watched either.
Old one I
actually.
used to watch on occasion, and the old because it was on like it was that show, and then it was like Buck Rogers, and I always used to get them confused because I was a kid and I didn't know any better.
I keep meaning to watch it. I know a lot of people who say it's very, very good, and I do like that Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's pretty great.
it's pretty awesome.
He was also in Married to the Mob.
Really,
Married to the Mob, anyone? No? Okay.
name sound or movie sounds familiar.
All right. He was Brother Cable in Battlestar Galactica.
There you go.
Yep. He's also in Jag.
Oh god, my stepdad watched the
Jag,
shit out of that
everyone.
show. And I remember
Did he also move on to NCIS very quickly after?
I probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Events had transpired by that point. But I do remember us having a bet over whether JAG was an acronym for Judge Advocate General or Judge Adjutant General.
Which one is it?
Advocate. I won.
He's advocate.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
It's a military court of justice.
I do remember the last episode of that, though.
Of Jag?
I do.
Really?
And the only thing I remember from it is the very last scene where they flip a coin at the camera and it stops on the Navy coin.
Challenge coin, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But that's what they were in a bar, and I remember them flipping the coin at the camera, and it went super slow mo, and then was ka-ching! Jag. Sorry, old people, find a new show.
Yeah.
It's okay. We've loaded a spin-off up for you right away. It's called NCIS.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were more the law enforcement. NCIS is the law enforcement aspect.
It's still an old people show.
Yeah. I used to watch Major Dad, too. That was it was a show. Gerald, what's his name, was the main actor in it.
Oh, Gerald, what's his name?
Last name starts with an R. Reginald. You'll know when you see him.
Gerald Reginald.
I don't know. Gerald Ramey. I don't fucking know his name.
Oh, Gerald Rainey. Yes, I know who you're talking
Big
about.
tall ball guy.
Yeah,
Deep.
he's really good.
Gerald McRaney.
Oh, sorry, Gerald McRaney.
See, I got the R part right. Did you? There's an R in there. Yes, I'm going to say I qualify.
There's an R in a lot of words. It's one of the primary letters of our alphabet.
Yeah. Listen, if he was
R.L. Stein,
if he was a puzzle on fucking Wheel of Fortune, I would have gotten a couple points for it.
I mean,
but that's why he named himself R.L. Stein. Those are the most common letters in the English alphabet.
Are they really?
Yes, that's why they give them to you during final wheel of.
Yeah, or STLNE, but
Yeah.
he put an I in. So okay, never mind. It's also one of the most popular. Anyways, I'm here
Because they only give you the one vowel, but I is the second most common.
So Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell, rest in peace, buddy. I hope you enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah, none of it touched on your life. He's
just watching
I'm so sorry.
These fucking idiots.
But I will say that I actually did enjoy you as Nicky Jr. in The Thin Man Goes Home. It was great.
Just because I'm not Princess Goddamn Leia, look at the fucking tangent these dickheads go on.
Yeah, I would appreciate getting insulted by Dean Stockwell. Actually, Dean Stockwell, come on. Oh,
God. That's fine. What is he here?
No,
Maybe.
no, he's not. It could be though.
Could be
Apparently, he just passed away from natural
the ghost
causes.
of Dean Stockwell.
I mean, he was
like
85.
85, yeah.
85.
it's not a bad run.
No.
No, good for him.
Yeah. So the Spider-Man No Way Home poster came out.
And it does feature a couple homages to villains we hadn't had confirmed yet, but everybody assumed.
Yeah, it did. Would you like to cover those?
Yes, I would love to cover those.
Thanks.
So there were two posters. There was kind of a gnarly old 70s comic looking one, and then a more updated gihibbity bibbity one. Shut up, you know what I mean.
I do. So they had some people on them.
Yep. So obviously the pumpkin bombs and the arms are very draw your eyes very quickly. But there is a lightning bolt surrounded by the color green, denoting that Electro will definitely be in it, which we already knew. Jamie Foxx did confirm that.
Right.
But I think he's going to be in his green suit this time, and not just kind of a blue naked guy.
Green suit with the yellow headgear. Please bring me the yellow headgear.
If they can find a way to make it look cool, I'll accept it. But it's the dumbest thing that's ever been put on a comic book character.
If they
ever.
do lightning,
This is my lightning starfish. Yeah.
I hope but here's the thing. What if they CGI Super Saiyan lightning onto his head? You might be okay with that, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Yes.
God damn it.
Yes.
And that would be the second time we would have had Super Saiyan hair in the MCU. Because they absolutely did that in Captain Marvel.
Well, isn't it on that same poster? Isn't there? And if you look very carefully, there's a little itty bitty fucking green goblin in the background.
Yeah. Right. So and these are kind of between the two posters, which the live actiony one has lightning bolts that are hitting what appear to be sand tornadoes, and that also on the more artistic cover, you do see a splotch of green and black with a sandy fist coming out of it. So we do think that Thomas Hayden Church also known as the only person who was interested in being in Spider-Man 3, will be making a return. And God, I hope so, because he earned it with that performance.
Oh, yeah. His performance was excellent. He was shafted.
The only one who gave a shit. Not even Topher. He was like, I'm here, I guess. Brock, sir. Edward James Brock Jr.
But yeah.
I have a gal I sure do love. I'm going to marry her. This is how this character acts and talks and behaves, right?
Yep.
No notes, director? You're just counting your money over there? Cool. I left that 70s show for this.
Yeah, but I mean,
So anyway.
potentially Tom Hardy too. We don't have a confirm on that.
Potentially Tom Hardy as well. And it on the I didn't really see anything on the live action one, but on the stylized one, it did appear to be a Mysterio helmet. So,
I mean, no body, no death.
Exactly.
But
and then I think a good chance at the Vulture too. I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's still alive. We know he's still alive.
We know he's still alive because he's in fucking Morbius.
Yeah.
And Sony has now confirmed that all of their properties that come out will be
connected to the MCU.
Will be in that universe.
In the MCU.
How often they play in the MCU is up for debate, but they said that Morbius will be, the upcoming Craven will be, which drives me fucking insane because he's being played by Quicksilver, and it makes me want to fucking punch a baby.
Yeah.
I'm very upset by that. There are a lot of actors who would have been great for that role.
Yeah.
And as much as I like him as an actor, he sure does kick ass. It's wrong.
I agree.
And I just hope that he and
hire someone other than Aaron Taylor Jailbait Johnson.
Yes. It just the fact that we've already triggered Wanda once with a quasi rebirth of her brother. This just seems inappropriate.
Yep.
I mean, hell, I thought before they said his name, I thought the guy from fucking Far From Home was going to be Craven. He just looks so damn Craven-y.
Which one?
The driver.
Oh yeah, he would have been great.
Yeah.
Driver from Craven.
Driver
No,
from
the driver
No Way
from
Home.
from Far From Home. Who drove the bus?
Yeah.
The guy who worked for Shield / Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, lots of sneaky peekies on those covers, and then a couple of sneaky peekies that hit Instagram.
Yeah, some leaked photos that have not been confirmed. But
if you don't want to hear what these leaked photos are, cover your ears for 45 seconds and go la 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 la. Now, so there were a couple pictures that leaked online. That the first one had the 3 Spider-Men, and it looked current. Toby looked a little older.
The injuries on Tom Holland's face match up to an actual set photo that we have that is confirmed.
Yep. And then the second one was Happy and Aunt May and Peter and
Charlie Cox
Matt Murdock sitting at a table. And welcome back, people who covered your ears. I hope you didn't hear that last bit.
Yep. You were actually counting for 45 seconds.
I was trying to.
All right.
I was doing it in my head while I was talking.
Fair enough.
And the photos look like they were taken like a screen, so maybe a monitor or a editing screen,
which is how we got the leaked trailer for. That's how we got the first trailer from Spider-Man. Is that someone just videoed a screen and they leaked the whole trailer that way?
Somebody getting fired.
I am surprised that all of these leaks are coming out and no one has seen shit on Tom Holland's social media.
He is being very careful. He's like, I'm not going to fuck this up. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's been a very good boy lately.
No, like, I swear, like, anybody who's not, like, directly connected to him in the MCU, I'm sure if people, like, come up to him and goes, no, get away from me.
You think that's why they put Benedict Cumberbatch in the movie, just to be like, when we do press tours, Benedict Cumberbatch, you're still going to babysit
this kid. Just come on.
He's your babysitter again. Sorry, bud. And like, I feel like now is the time where Tom Holland can just look at Kevin Feige pudding and just go, "Oh, come on, I have been good, and look what's been happening. This is not on me, man.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't imagine what like you sign one of those, obviously an NDA, and then you do something like that. Like, what would cause you to want to do that? Because you're probably gonna get sued.
I think it's a fine, and I think maybe like a possible pay decrease on the next project, something like that. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
How are those chippies going? Pretty good? Or?
Kevin and I ate our food in his car while listening to jamming tunes. But
True.
you go ahead.
First, it was One Night in Bangkok.
Sure was.
And then it was Good for You
By Olivia Rodrigo.
Uh-huh. And then,
a good time.
Yeah, and then Schadenfreude came on, but I skipped that one, and it went to
Scald's version of Seven Nation Army.
Correct. Yep.
Which is very good.
Yeah.
So leak photos.
Yeah. Well, we can't really talk about them since Kevin put a time limit on.
I'm just trying to be nice to the peoples, man.
But the veracity of the photos is not confirmed. They do seem really real. It's like this was no rush Photoshop job. If this was a Photoshop job, it was fucking pitch perfect.
And part of me does regret it a little bit because the surprise is fun, and
yeah,
even if you're like in your heart you're like, I called that.
Yeah.
But it's cool though because it's fun because we've barely gotten anything about this movie. And it comes out in a goddamn month,
and that's the thing. That's where I'm not upset about seeing leaks like this because Marvel/Sony has given us nothing, absolutely nothing for this film.
and I think that's because it's so big. And to be completely honest, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because we've seen more of the Batman than we have of
We've had one trailer from Spiderman. We've had 3 now from Batman?
2.5, I'm going to call it.
I think now they're trying to like reboot their whole, or not reboot, but they're in a new phase and they're trying to do the whole thing. And like they obviously learn from past mistakes, but just trying to keep a wrap on it because with the multiverse coming out, they want to keep people like, where is it going to go? Because it can go anywhere. And I think they're going to try really, really hard to not leak stuff or show it as much as they have in the past. Because even like with Infinity War and Endgame, like, they were pretty tight-lipped about, well, most were tight-lipped about it.
That reminds me. I was going to ask this earlier and I totally forgot. Nick, have you seen the Eternals?
Not yet.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I was meaning
Sorry, buddy.
It's just fucking...
I know.
But I will go ahead and say that the critic reviews and the fan reviews are wildly different.
Well, seeing as how my review on Facebook, along with several other people's we know that have been positive reviews of the movie, have been deleted by Facebook for being, quote, spam.
How?
I don't know, but there's a weird conspiracy around this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because... I don't know. I don't know.
I've never had a movie review
Just straight up
removed as spam before.
Weird. Very weird.
Well, if you want, I can talk about it. If not, we can wait until you go and see it, and we can do it next time.
I'm happy to hear good news about Eternals. I'm sure
you won't spoil anything. So
no, definitely not.
And I watched,
but I think we should do. If you guys can see it, I think we should try to do a happy ending on it.
Try to see it soon. I was thinking maybe Monday.
I'd see it again. The theater we went to was a little on the dim side, so I wouldn't mind seeing it again. So I'd go
Monday during the day.
What time?
Like noon. Like whatever their first showing is. Yeah,
I can maybe get the day off.
Wednesday?
I still have like 4 days of PTO I have to use anyway. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, I just put all mine in finally.
We'll take Monday off. You can do a 3-day weekend.
I took Wednesday off. Take Wednesday off.
Rob, take Monday off.
I already took... No, it's full. Take Wednesday.
Why would you take Wednesday off?
Because Monday was full.
Wednesday is the best day of the week to take like
that.
a rando day off.
But if you work 5 in a row...
Exactly. That's why you want to take Wednesday off, because then you're off 2 days. You work 2 days. You're off a day. You work 2 days. You're off 2 days.
Oh, I already do that.
Well, I mean, just
For us 9 to 5 Monday through Friday bullshit.
You fucking banker hour people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The monkey fighting snakes on a Monday through Friday plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 3 days in a row is about all I worked. Well, this week was great because I had training on Wednesday, so I had time and a half for that. Today is Veterans Day, so I get paid for that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Next paycheck's going to be huge. Anyways, plus FTO pay.
Like your dick. Sorry.
Anyways, you're saying Eternals, see it Monday. Yeah.
I enjoy the hell out of it. Just real quick. Yes, the platter is quite full when it comes to characters.
I was going to say the cast is jam packed,
but they do a good job of separating them and kind of after the initial here's all these assholes, like bringing them in slowly so that you can really get to know them, and they're all so diverse that you don't get anyone confused with anyone.
Okay,
cool.
Which is really nice. And I'm blanking on her name, the deaf actress from The Walking Dead.
Sure,
is so good in it. So I hope she has quite a career ahead of her.
Good.
But yeah, I remember our concern being that what the hell could this be that the Avengers couldn't just take care of, that it needs these assholes.
It's fucking Celestials, isn't it?
They pulled something out that's pretty good.
Cool.
Well, we see the Celestials in the trailer. The Celestials who they take orders from.
Oh, sure.
Right.
But it's cool.
Oh, wait, I've heard about this, actually.
like why they didn't.
Stop it. Yep.
Don't shut up.
Nope.
God.
Oh, sorry.
You mean like when they asked that question in the movie, like where were you when fucking Thanos snapped his finger, and where were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they explain exactly why they weren't, and it's a very good reason on why they are now.
Huh.
Cool.
And this takes place
After the snap.
After the return.
After the return.
Okay. All right. Huh.
Yeah. At this point, everything takes place post return.
Right, but like obviously with WandaVision obviously being post return, like how far after the return? Because obviously Wanda stirred up some shit with her stuff.
It was not very specific. I think this one takes place after the shows do, and probably after Shang-Chi.
Gotcha.
So my guess is, 6 months, maybe up to a year.
Yeah. Good to know. Be interesting. I still have to see Shang-Chi. Also very good. I know. It's coming to Disney Plus here in a couple days, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
It'll be a good opportunity to see it. It's in my
Tomorrow.
It's in my top tier.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, November 12th. So for those of you listening.
Disney Plus Day.
Yep.
Which
No. Shang-Chi.
tomorrow is also when the Obi-Wan trailer is dropping.
Yep.
Which I'm very sad that yet again the day after we record something big comes out. But
Although we have been
Hello from the past. We have not seen Ewan McGregor be awesome in that trailer yet. Sorry.
Although we've been promised trailers before or the day after we recorded
this is
confirmed.
This is
Okay.
confirmed. They said
Yeah.
Disney Plus Day you're getting some sneaky peeky at Obi-Wan.
Great.
Yep.
Great. Speaking of trailers, we did get a trailer for Book of Boba Fett.
We did.
We did.
We did. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And it looks damn cool.
Yeah. Do you think?
Was the sound mixing weird for you guys too?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I just remember the sound. Maybe it was a color. I don't know. Something threw me off about the trailer.
Do you think though this was an argument on I don't remember what site
Some
it was.
Star Wars shit post group you're in.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you think they will ever explain how he got out of the Sarlacc pit?
I think they will.
I hope they don't.
I kind of want to see the way they go with it.
Sea turtles, mate.
Yeah. No, I genuinely hope it's a lie. I hope whatever actually happened is never explained, and he tells us 5 different reasons for the rest of time.
Or just something really overly simplistic but doesn't actually go in any further on it. Beskar. And just a shrug and a shake of his head. Yeah.
Your fucking armor? Really? I can see the gaps in it, man. You just... Okay, fine. just
Jetpack.
Jetpack.
But on the books, he did.
I like the idea that this might be the most simplistic and stupid. I went out the other way. I love that idea.
You.
No. I mean, the back door. Damn it. I know what I did. I'm sorry.
That was a really shitty thing of you to say, Rob.
Ah.
I'm not taking any more of your crap.
I'm going to wipe the slate with this one.
All right. It wasn't your best joke, but it was a solid number 2.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin?
Are we done?
Poop classic. Yeah, I'm done. I think. Anyway, so Book of Boba Fett looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't know that it'll be better than The Mandalorian, but it'll still be fucking good. Because I don't know who's showrunner for it. It's not. What's his nuts?
It's not Happy Hogan, but I think it is Filoni.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still Filoni.
Okay, Filoni.
I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to suck the prequels cocks in this one.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm not looking forward to.
Say the name of the show again, by the way.
don't simp the guy.
Say the name of the show again.
Book of Boba Fett?
Oh, okay.
What do you think I said?
I keep mishearing. Week after week, every time we talk about Book of Boba Fett, I keep mishearing you and hearing you say Book of Boba Fett. And I'm just like, no, I can't be hearing that right.
I mean, if he says it quick, then
Boba
it
Fett.
comes out as Boba Fett. It gives
Boba
a
Fett.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just
It's been pronounced both ways.
It looks like a similar directorial lineup.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I see Robert Rodriguez,
Great.
Filoni,
Awesome.
of course. John Favreau's doing an episode.
Nice.
Bryce Dallas Howard's coming back
Of
again.
course, she should too.
It's probably the Ahsoka one. Wait, was it her that did the Ahsoka one, or was it? Who's the other? There's another lady that would. I can't remember her name, and I'm feeling really bad. She was one of the other female directors for the Mandalorian.
I don't know, but I don't think there's.
Taika Waititi. Oh wait, no.
Didn't Robert Rodriguez do the one where Boba Fett came back and was just pounding ass?
Yes. I forget who did the one where Michael Biehn came back.
Michael Biehn.
Him too.
Oh, who did that? Was Rodriguez?
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah.
because it was the Magnificent Seven ripoff. Yeah,
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Whatever.
ripoff,
Fucking awesome.
homage. Sorry.
Homage. I'd give it more homage than ripoff because it's kind of
Just like the Ahsoka episode was a Seven Samurai homage ripoff.
I mean, both Michael Biehn was in the Ahsoka episode, so yes, it was a Seven Samurai homage, which means it was also a Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, but Magnificent Seven is an homage to the Seven Samurai.
Yeah, I understand what's happening here, and I don't like it.
There's an homage and an
I'll nut
homage
tap you.
and an homage and an homage.
Sorry, I thought we were still on the Boba Fett episode.
We are. Oh.
Are we? No, we're not.
sorry.
No, we
Sorry.
weren't. We had moved on to the Ahsoka episode. I thought we were still on the Boba Fett episode.
Because when you... Sorry, yes.
The one where he came back. The Robert Rodriguez.
We jumped
episode.
in a poor...
We did while I was looking something up.
Yes,
and
because
missed it.
you said Robert Rodriguez, and I was wondering if he was the one in my
and
brain.
I missed the Michael Biehn comment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Michael Biehn did the episode that Robert Rodriguez directed, right?
No, Robert Rodriguez did not do
Okay.
the Ahsoka episode.
I thought
Okay.
that was Howard.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Bryce Dale. Kevin's looking it up.
I'm looking it up because
Yep.
I don't think
Because
she
now I'm
did that one.
confused.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it was someone else. It was. We were just talking about this person actually.
9.4. Filoni did that one.
Oh, Filoni.
Oh,
did it.
Filoni.
Okay. I like. I like.
Well, I don't...
I know.
But the tragedy, the one where Boba Fett came back in the picture, that was the one that was Robert Rodriguez.
I mean, that makes sense. It's a very Robert Rodriguez title too.
This is my feeling about Filoni. Like, I appreciate his love of Star Wars. I appreciate his knowledge of Star Wars and how he really thinks about it, because he made that wonderful point when they were doing the behind the scenes for The Mandalorian, and they had a round table with directors, and he made that in the very first episode. I want to say he made that phenomenal point about Duel of the Fates, and He's like, the Duel of the Fates, everybody thinks it's about, the fight between the Jedi. No, it's about Anakin's fate. Literally, the duel's about what Anakin's fate is, what's going to happen to him. And that, had Qui-Gon won, who knows where Anakin would have ended up. But you also have to remember the first time that Obi-Wan meets or says or hears about Anakin, he's like, oh, what piece of space, refuge have we picked up this time? It says some offhanded comment, and that Obi-Wan never really wanted to train him, period. And he just kind of like reluctantly took him on because his dead master believed this thing. But Obi-Wan was like, really? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? So it was a very powerful point. He says it way better than I just did. I just really paraphrased the fuck out of it. But
yeah.
I give him credit for all that, and I love he understands what the fans, he gives fans what they want to see, but
a little too much, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. And a little too much, like you said, sucking the prequels' cocks. It's like, okay, can we just be done with that? Can we just move on to new stories?
There's an analogy to be made about the Star Wars films and the path of Soviet Russia from the Bolshevik Revolution on to Stalin. But
that's some deep thinking.
I'm not high enough to make those connections right now.
This is lady, Betsy Ross, right? On this flag, you're sitting there, man. On this flag.
Do I smoke weed? No. Do I consume weed? Next question.
Plead the fifth.
But not nearly enough to have one of those moments. But I think in my head it actually does work because Qui-Gon sort of matches up with that Marxism, that Marx and Lenin kind of world. Well, actually, I would say that Obi-Wan is more of a Lenin-y type, and that's how we get and that's considered kind of the good part of communist Russia. It is Marx and Lenin, that space and time. Kind of
calling Obi-Wan Lenin is bold, sir.
I
think there's a connection to be made,
where
but
he
I don't.
went on with that.
Yeah,
let's see where Rob goes with this.
I'm gonna please stay tuned to my next half-hour comedy show. Rob Holiday draws the lines between communist Russia and the Star Wars trilogy.
Leia isn't not Anastasia, so I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Not yeah.
And that makes Luke Skywalker Bartok the Bat.
Yes.
Oh, you went with the movie.
Give her a ha and a yeah, and then I kick her, sir.
In high school, I took a history of Russia class, and the teacher that taught it, Mr. Hendrickson, is a phenomenal teacher. Just amazing. It was I did find it actually very interesting, way more interesting than I thought it would be. I think I just took it because my brother said, "Oh yeah, when I took it, it was fun." I was like, "Okay," so I took it, and it ended up being fun. And then the two smartest kids probably in my class, literally my entire class that I graduated with, were sitting next to me in this class, and we were watching not Laura. What was the other? Not Laura. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Dr. Zhivago, and what was the other one? The girl in the movie was named Laura, and the song of her was called Laura's Theme. I think it was Dr. Zhivago. Anyways, the one that starred Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
The guy that starred Amadeus, he was also in this. So
Tom Hulse?
Yeah, he was in Dr. Zhivago, wasn't he? Wasn't that name? Anyways, I slept through most of it when we watched it. And we took the test.
Story's going great.
Right.
I was worried that my communist Russia equals Star Wars idea wasn't going to make the least amount of sense in this episode.
Well, we took the test for the movie.
Yeah.
And I aced it. I got the highest score in the class.
Oh boy.
Nice.
And the two people sitting next to me are like, "What the fuck? We watched this movie. We took notes. You slept." I'm like, osmosis? I don't fucking know.
Osmosis.
And I'm very serious when I say these two are incredibly intelligent people. Straight A student, 4.0 students. I was not a 4.0 student in high school.
By the way, that was me with Ivanhoe.
That's me with Das Boot, too, in German class. Yeah. Ivanhoe. Yeah. Most indie movies.
So
Boba Fett.
Now, hang on. I have a connection to these stories. That's my thing with the competition that's currently going on at my work in celebration of Movember. So my direct supervisor is handling the activities section of our workday this month, and so it's November, and so she's sending out weekly like quizzes and shows like pictures of people of famous mustaches. We are 2 weeks in. She has sent out 10 mustaches per round. I'm currently 20 for 20.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Speaking of November.
And apparently I'm not the only one with a perfect score still.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
less, but it's
Wow.
yeah.
I'm assuming it's people like Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds and
that was the first week.
Raul Julia, Gomez, and
The first week was
Jesus.
famous. No Worf.
Really?
I know.
fuck them.
I know. I
Glorious mustache.
yeah, no kidding. But like, just a bunch of like the first week was a whole bunch of like really really famous mustaches from Dolly to Burt Reynolds, of course, Tom Selleck, Groucho Marx, which I saw it and I'm like, oh cool, I'm going to be the only one to get 10 out of 10 because nobody fucking knows who Groucho Marx is.
Wasn't his fake though? I mean,
so
his gimmicky was fake.
So the theme of that particular post was how it started versus how it's going. So it was an early photo of their mustache and then a late photo of their mustache. And so Groucho Marx, yes, his one in the films is the painted on shoe polish mustache.
Yeah.
When he died, he had a real mustache. That was his real mustache from like the 50s on through the 70s. Yeah.
Right.
Like his real mustache. Salvador Dali's in his
Twirly.
weird ass shapes and shit. Yeah.
Because he's a weird dude.
He was a weird dude. And then this week was like mostly fictional characters, including Captain Kangaroo, which I thought was great.
Interesting.
Still a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah, but like the characters everyone knows the guy as Captain Kangaroo. Do you know what Captain Kangaroo's real name is?
Hell
Captain
no.
Kangaroo. I don't know.
Futz Bumwaller.
Bob Sheehan.
That was going to be my third guess.
Yeah.
Those are going to be my fifth guess. I'm glad one of us got
but
there
like,
sooner than the other.
but also pictures of Ron Burgundy
Sure. Yeah.
or Ron Swanson, like very famous toothbrush
glorious
mustaches.
mustaches.
Yeah. Just yeah. So yeah, I don't. So currently, what I'm good at is mustaches. I can
All right.
pick a mustache out real quick.
Just a real quick question. We don't have to go to an in-depth conversation. Where did this whole like no nut November thing fucking start? Anyone? Bueller?
I have no idea, and
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
a few years ago, and I think it's for different cancer awareness.
yeah, I
Okay.
think it was like a jumping off point from November,
November.
Gotcha.
which is
For like
about
testi-
prostate
Right, prostate, yeah.
prostate cancer. But for testicular cancer, they don't really have a month either. So no, not November. All the men cancers are lumped into 1 month.
Right.
I guess.
It's fine.
I don't know. Also, I didn't realize that No Nut November was a cancer awareness thing. I thought it was an incel thing.
Oh no,
No, it's it's a cancer thing. But
Oh, cool.
I just didn't know when it started. Like I just remember also hearing about it.
I don't think it's been that long.
Yeah. For
yeah.
reference, I have not been participating in No Nut November.
Well, I don't either, but I'd still fail. Anyways. There's also another trailer. I just sent it to you guys for an animated series coming to Adult Swim from Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I've been seeing trailers for like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. Blade Runner, Black Lotus.
Really?
Well,
Interesting.
it take place during.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Nailed it.
Well done.
And it looks great, and it looks very Blade Runner-y. Person trying to find their identity and who they are, and the big old machine that comes out with the eye thing. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Yeah, it looks good. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of excited. I was going directly to Adult Swim, or there'll be on a streaming service as well.
I'm sure it'll hit a streaming service at some point. Especially if
It might show
Crunchyroll's
up on
doing it.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes place between the first one and 2049.
Yeah,
I think.
sounds about right.
Because I think they stopped doing the testing with the eye thing by 2049.
Yes.
But I think it takes place between them. I don't think it's a prequel, but I am not 100% on that.
That looks good. If you haven't seen it, go check out the trailer on YouTube or wherever you can find it.
Speaking of resurrected 80s shit, Magic Kingdom is putting in some Tron shit. So I'm hoping that means they're going to be doing something with it.
Making a Tron Legacy 2 or whatever.
Okay.
What old school Tron or new school Tron?
No, it's old school but new school, but like so it's a ride at Disneyland, at Disney World.
The sign is new school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not old school at all.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Sorry. It also has no release date yet.
No, but I mean,
they
there's
have
signs
nothing.
saying, hey, we're putting in some Tron shit.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it on the Disney.
Interesting choice because
Reddit.
I for a fan of Tron, I'm probably one of like 8 people who love Tron.
Yeah. So is Kevin.
I fucking love Tron.
I love Tron. Even the old 80s one was like, I usually just fast forward through the part where they're blah, blah, blahing, and then I just get to the part where he gets sucked into the games. Because the first part's kind of whatever.
Of the original Tron?
Yeah.
So boring.
God, it's so boring. So I just get to the part where he sits at the computer and gets sucked in. Picking a fight with...
it sure does suffer from 80s exposition.
Right.
Yeah.
It sure does. But it does introduce all the characters that are in the legacy, like, including Clue. And if you don't know it, he's the opening scene is Clue in the tank. Then he gets destroyed. He gets shot at. I think he doesn't get destroyed. He gets blown up out of the tank, and then, or the tank goes over the edge. I don't remember. Anyways, with that little 8-bit, I think his name was, that little yes, no. Can only say yes and no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's curious that they're doing that because they've been talking about another Tron sequel for a while, but
They've also been kicking around a reboot.
Yep.
yeah, there was, speaking of Spiderman people. No, wait, no, he wasn't Spiderman. Sorry. Frodo, he was Frodo. There was an animated series for a while. And
Uprising.
Yeah, it was a very good animated series. It also had Pee Wee Herman in it as the main villain, one of the main villains.
Next week.
Awesome!
Yeah,
I never watched it.
You should. It's fun. And the original guy that played Tron, he's Tron, and Cora.
Bruce Boxleitner.
Cora's in it for a half a second.
Cora as in...
Olivia Wilde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to make a joke about how next week on Nick mistakes Elijah Wood for someone else.
He mistake. Well,
Let's see. He was sorry, he wasn't Harry Potter. Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Wally. He was Wally. Damn it.
Elijah Wood. Oh my God! If they did a live action remake of Wally, I hope Elijah Wood plays Wally.
Yeah, it's a good series. It's fun to watch. You don't have to like pay real super close attention.
That's right. They're putting in that light cycle coaster.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Light cycles.
Yeah.
I always like the light cycles.
It's supposed to be an indoor-outdoor roller coaster, and it looks neat from what they've put up. There's no release date because they're still futzing with it.
Strap in like a light cycle. It's strap in like a motorcycle.
That's a great goddamn question. We know nothing.
Yeah.
Well, is there? Okay, there's a little bit of concept footage.
Yeah, they strap you into like a motorcycle type apparatus
Sweet.
that looks like, in a roller coaster car fashion, but like you grab the handles and everything.
Neat. I'm in.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm super in.
Yeah. And now if they could just tell us when it's going to fucking open.
I'm sure the employees are testing it as we speak.
Well-
that was the nice thing about working at Disney World is you get to test the new rides.
Nice.
Fun.
They are not testing it, by the way.
I was thinking about our discussion about B3E goes to
Disney.
We
Yeah.
should do that in 2023.
That is far
I
away.
know it is.
Why 2023, though?
Because
That's when reservations are available for the Star Cruiser.
no, just because I figured I could save up enough money for it, and
That makes sense.
I guarantee you could save up enough money between now and the end of 2022.
right. But I have to plan on my vacation now when I put in my bid for work, and I have to already do that for this year. So
Sure.
I have a feeling when I get back to work tomorrow, it'll be, hey, put in your vacation bids.
That is bullshit.
Yep. I have to put them in for the entire year. So if we planned it for 2023, we could pick a time, and then I would already.
Well, I'm already putting in vacation time for next year, but
I am too. But it's not my deadline. I can still put one in for I can put in a vacation request for Monday.
Yeah,
I cannot
tomorrow.
I cannot.
That is bullshit.
I can put in a week. I think as long as I give them 2 weeks notice, I can put in I can put a week to 2 weeks in.
This is a great moment now for the new segment I thought up of on the way over here.
Well, we can do we call them. Well, we just got them back. I'm sure they'll disappear very, very quickly. We can do something it's called a non-bid, but it has to be the month of, and at least within 48 hours, you can say, "Hey, I want to use this. I want these couple days off." And if nobody else has a day off, and if there's people to cover it, then we can have the day off. But if not,
I will admit that's how it worked at the hospital I was at, and it sucks shit in fucking hell.
It does.
Yeah.
It's
like I don't have my life planned that far in advance.
Right.
This is a problem with working in what's considered an essential service.
Right. And then they were like, well, people call in sick all the time. I'm like, yeah, because you don't fucking let them just take vacation when they need to take vacation.
Yeah.
Anyways,
this brings us to the new segment idea I had on the way over.
What's that?
How's your mental health with Dr. Robb?
Dr. Robb's not actually a practicing doctor of any kind of MD, PhD, or OD.
But give me a couple minutes and I probably could get a DC.
Listen, I took 6 psychology courses in college.
I took a psychology course in college too. Who gives a shit? We can talk about cognitive dissonance all day.
According to a DC degree, I can talk about psychology with that.
Can you?
Or PsyD.
No. I really did take 6.
Do you know what a DC is?
I have no idea. I really did take 6 psychology courses in college.
It is a comic book company that releases characters such as Batman, Superman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman.
Also,
That's fair.
thing for
it's a doctor of chiropractic.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to call that a C then.
I call that voodoo.
Correct.
Voodoo. You would have a degree in voodoo magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voodoo? Is it voodoo? Voodoo!
But that brings me to the first topic of our new segment, How's Your Mental Health? Why mine has been a little rageful lately because I have been dealing with work stuff in which chiropractors are trying to write out medical forms for people that have nothing to do with the back, and it's upsetting me at my job.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they can do that.
No, they can't.
They can't. There's strict federal guidelines for it. And then they yell at me and tell me I'm practicing chiropractic discrimination when I tell them that no, they can't fill out FMLA forms for this person's migraines because that's not how it fucking works.
Yeah, that's a true story. Even though I go to a chiropractor, I still think it's voodoo witch magic. I don't know what they do. They just kind of touch my back a little bit, and then they pound on it, and then they fucking kick you to a machine.
I do need to get my fucking back aligned.
Usually, sometimes I feel better, but sometimes I don't. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, in very narrow circumstances, a chiropractor works. Like if you have a slipped disc, that's it. That's the only thing that's ever been proven.
I just have a
And
bad
even
back.
then, it's only kind of sort of marginally proven.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I think it's voodoo witchy magic. I don't know what they're doing. Alignment, I guess. I don't know.
It's snake oil.
I know
it's
it is.
fucking snake
That's what I
oil.
wanna say it
and
is.
the chiropractor lobby has moved it so that it's a protected fucking class. That's a fucking problem for me.
Rob seems angry.
I
angry.
will never go to a chiropractor because they're shams.
You thought there, but anyway.
You're fucking shams. If you go to a chiropractor and you're listening, I'm sorry. I think you're being scammed.
Although the therapy machines they have are pretty sweet. Those actually help.
Like a massage therapist, that's different.
No, they have therapy machines. They're like
Okay.
a roller thing that rolls up and down your spine, and then they have like these electrodes they can put on your back. And
Like the Pokemon? Or?
yeah.
Nice. So they just sort of roll over your back. That would be nice, though, I think. That's like a massage
They have
therapist.
this weird thing that gets really, really cold. I don't know what they call it, but
It's called cryotherapy.
it's an ice pack.
It is.
Anyways.
It's actually an ice pack. But that's the thing. Fucking chiropractors trying to use cryotherapy as... If you use a chiropractor, please stop. They're going to hurt you.
So Tron. Speaking of bad backs, that Tron ride looks like it would hurt your back.
Oh, it looks like it'd be fun, though. They also did a 50th anniversary special on ABC that's now on Disney Plus about some of the upcoming things, and they showed a picture of the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride that's going in at Epcot.
In Florida?
Yeah, in Florida. And they showed some of the test footage, the actual test footage that they have of it.
Gotcha.
Which is very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, 2023, best threesome ever. It'd also be better to go that year anyways because it's a 3, and we're the threesome.
He really wanted that to work, didn't he?
He really did.
23 is the day of my birthday. 23 is Michael Jordan. What else? is
Bunch
good
of
about-
stuff in that Jim Carrey movie that was scary.
Yeah. It's the Jim Carrey.
They mentioned being 23 in a Blink-182 song.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know that.
No one likes it.
I always bet 23 when I'm playing roulette. It's got a certain set of numbers you got to bet.
That joke was for the 5 pop punk fans in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I only think I could probably. I know I can name one Blink 182 song. I don't know if I know other Blink 182 songs. I don't know if I could name them.
Oh, okay.
But
The song you're thinking of is All the Small Things.
yes, it is. It is.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
That is not the one that references 23.
No,
though.
it's not, but that was the song I
Yeah.
knew he was thinking of.
Oh,
as
of
the,
course.
As the one song he knew.
Yeah.
It does have a great music video, though. I really enjoy it thoroughly.
It does.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
It's a good one.
What else? Anything else to talk about? Nerd grabs? Should we move to nerd grabs?
Yeah, let's move to Nerd Grabs.
You moved to Nerd Grabs. I just watched all Ted Lasso over the last couple days.
Yeah?
Are
Are we sleeping on this?
No. Are you currently sleeping? Yes.
Okay.
It is real good.
Ted Lasso? What's it
Ted
on?
Lasso. It's on Apple Plus, which I know is a problem for some people.
You just send me the information I need, and I'll go watch Ted Lasso.
I would have to clear that one with Saber because it is her Apple account.
Again, I state, you just send me the information I need.
But it's her whole ass Apple account.
I mean, that's a good point. Don't do that.
And but it's simultaneously kind of filthy and very wholesome.
Okay.
It is
Yeah.
about an American football coach who gets hired to.
I feel like you're burying the lead on this one. Who's the creator of the show?
I don't remember who the creator is.
Oh, okay.
Jason Sudeikis is the main character.
The creator is Bill Lawrence, who also created Scrubs.
Yes. So Bill Lawrence, who of course I'm something of a
Large fan of, yeah.
But yes, it is a very wholesome show, and Bill Lawrence has definitely found his way around some of the touchier subjects of Scrubs and found his way into a better mindset
Good.
on it.
Good.
Because it's Ted Lasso is like he's from Kansas. He's a football coach, but he's very progressive.
Awesome.
He is a very he accepts you for you no matter who or what you are.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy. And he speaks almost entirely in sort of
A southerny drawl.
well, I was going to say like catchphrases and references and metaphors.
Yay.
And, yeah, so
should
he's
watch
hired.
this.
He's hired by an England European football team to
Yep.
be their coach.
Yep.
And of course, everybody is like, "Why is this happening to us?"
Right.
But you really invest in the characters, and you start out loving the boss, but then you hate the boss, but then you really, 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 really love the boss.
Played
yeah.
by the Shame Nun.
Yes, played by the Shame Nun, who is slamming.
I was going to say, good Lord. I have been seeing interviews with her and them mentioning that she's the Shame Nun, and I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
The woman is absolutely a certified coog.
Hannah Waddingham.
Yep.
Stacked like a brick house, that
Yeah,
woman.
she's mighty,
Good.
mighty. And Juno Temple. She was. She's
know the
been in
name.
so many fucking things.
She's been in everything.
She was even in The Dark Knight Rises
She
as
was.
Catwoman's little assistant.
Oh,
blonde,
yeah.
little kitty girl.
Yeah.
been in a lot of things. She's been naked in a lot of things too.
She sure has.
Okay.
Which is funny because she's dating in this one of the soccer players, and he has a naked picture of him in his locker because she's in the show she's a model.
Right.
Sure.
And the first thing Ted Lasso does is gets like some electrical tape and just kind of put it over her nerps.
That's funny.
Which she finds very cute because she just kind of walks in the locker room all the time. But it really it's much like Scrubs. It's very much a dramedy. Where it's mostly comedy, very feel good, but
then it punches you right in the heart.
right in the fucking heart butt,
I was gonna say, right in the heart
butt.
right in the heart butt. So I cannot recommend it enough. I blew through it in just a couple of days.
Nice.
It's only 2 seasons, and it's streaming service. So the first season's like 10 episodes, and I think the next one's 13. But
Okay.
so they're not hard to get through. So you could probably even get through it on like a trial or something.
Bill Lawrence has also said that he plans on only releasing 3 seasons.
Yep, which I'm not surprised about. I do hope he changes his mind because I think we could get
He could go the distance on this one.
well. I think we could get a good solid story out of 5. I think 5 would be a good number for the show.
Sure. I mean, some of my favorite series went only 3 seasons. So, Newsroom is a great example of that, actually.
Sure,
and I think
sure.
despite the fact that it got canceled, like I thought it was a good ending to the series. Like I feel like it was a good tie up. There were no loose ends at the end of that.
Sure.
Despite the fact that the 3rd season is a little rushed. But anyways.
So yeah, and honestly, there are quite a few good things on Apple Plus right now.
Yeah.
The Foundation,
Based on the Asimov?
on Isaac Asimov's Foundation, very good. As Jared Harris in it. He's a goddamn delight because it's Jared Harris.
I do love me some Jared Harris.
Servant is incredible. Rupert Grint's best work. He has an American accent in it, which is jarring. The first time you hear him talk, you're like, Jason Momoa.
Oh, sure. I've heard about that one.
And Dave Bautista joined for season 2.
Oh.
And watching those two fight was fucking awesome.
Just baller.
Yeah.
Just man boner the whole time.
Just Drax and Aquaman going at it.
Nice.
Yeah. God, what's the other one I'm forgetting? There's an Invasion is one that's going on right now.
Okay. Is Solos on that one, or is that Amazon?
I think that's Amazon.
Okay.
But yeah, Apple Plus has some decent original content.
I've heard it's one I've been thinking about.
If you gave it like a month, there would be probably just enough for you to really slam down.
I just re-upped my Paramount Plus so that I can.
Oh yeah, because Discovery starts in a week.
Yes, it does.
More specifically, Prodigy. Thank you very much.
That too.
We've only had time to get through the first episode because right after that we left for Brainerd, and then Sabre had to go to Idaho with her dad, so she won't be back until
Idaho
next Thursday.
I'm looking at photos from Ted Lasso, and man, Juno Temple does not look like Juno Temple.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like most of the things I've seen her in, she was playing an American.
Yeah,
so much
very
so
English.
so much for the fact that I didn't even realize she was English.
She is very English.
Very English. But yes, yeah, it's my kind of comedy.
Yeah, so it's good, funny.
Very funny.
Gotcha. Anything for Nerd Grabs? Or is that your Nerd Grab?
No, I got
That is his nerd grab.
No, that was me just wanting.
Oh, okay. That was just wanting to talk about Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Ted Lasso because
Gotcha.
I wanted to recommend it to people.
Oh, sure.
Do it. Yeah.
So since I just talked a bunch, you guys can go for Nerd Grabs. I'll go last.
Well, if we're going to go on that theme, then I'll go, and I'll just... I watched Squid Game finally. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck indeed.
Sure.
Fuck. I hate the ending. I fucking hate it. I hate that main character so much that I want to keep watching. But I don't like hate him. I actually really adore him. But at the same time, I fucking hate him. I'm like, why are you so stupid? And I kind of called what happens at the end. I'm not going to reveal anything. I'm not going to give anything away. But
Yeah. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I had a feeling somebody was.
There's a twist.
I had a feeling somebody was kind of on the inside. To be honest, I was surprised at who it was, and looking back on it, I shouldn't have been.
Right.
But the who it was honestly caught me off guard.
The only reason I didn't think it was that
Particular character?
that particular character, was because of the phone calls. I'm like, when is this particular character making those phone calls? Like, what? I'm sure if you go back and if I go back and watch it again, I'm sure it's like Clue. You can see where there's parts where he's like in Clue when they're not in the scene. You know,
sure.
Like, because they're in every scene. If you pay attention, everything that he goes through at the end, you can follow through. Anyways, because they're missing from the shot. So if you go back, I'm sure that particular character is missing from certain shots or yeah. But it was good. I couldn't stop watching it. I couldn't. I watched the dubbed version, which was very much like watching a dubbed anime version.
I did too, because it's hard for me to watch subtitled shows.
Very hard for me to watch
because I watch a lot of stuff,
especially with action.
I watch a lot of stuff where I'm doing other things at the same time, so it's
right.
harder for me to pay attention when it's subtitled. And I know I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, but the nice thing about Squid Game is a lot the characters did both their Korean and English voices.
Right.
Especially the main guy, the front man.
Yep.
And a couple of the other characters are pretty prolific American actors. The front man was fucking
Liu Kang.
No, he was Snake. He was fucking Storm Shadow in the original G.I. Joe movie.
There wasn't the guy that played Liu Kang. Wasn't he in?
No, Robin Shaw was not in this, nor was the Black Power Ranger from the new Power Rangers movies. Or the two Liu Kangs. Right.
They were, but it was very good. I can't recommend it enough to watch it, but watch it when you're about ready to like not stop watching a program for 10 episodes.
Correct. Yeah, we blasted through it in a whole day.
I stayed up. Started watching. I was like, oh, I'll just watch a few episodes. So I couldn't stop. Then it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck, I get it up in 2 hours, so I'll go to bed now. I had to stop it and then watch the rest from the next day. But it's very good. Very, very good. But for Nerd Grabs, I got, what did I get? Oh, through a Star Trek uniform post. It's
very cute.
I got the uniform from
Lower Decks.
From eBay, and it was shipping everything. It was like less than $50, maybe around 50, and it's the largest size I have, which is a 3X, and it's snug on me. Yeah. Which I'm like,
which means it's probably possibly European or even Asian.
Yeah, and so I was very like, and it's you're not getting anything super fancy. It's 50. I mean, you're spending $50 on it. You're getting $50 worth, but it looks nice. It looks great.
I want to get one of those uniforms too. I'm thinking medical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So I got it. It zips up and then it snaps. And I can't. The snap on the neck is just. I have a fatty neck, so I don't snap the neck.
Fatty neck too.
Yeah. But so I got that. It's inspiring me to like. Oh, I got to go on the fucking treadmill and fucking lose some weight here. But what else did I get? I think that's about it. I think that's about it. I don't really get anything else. The things I've been getting in the mail have been for, or anything that I've been getting have been for my Monster Maroon uniform. So snaps and chains and fabrics and pins. And I've ordered way too many captain rank pins because they're not meeting my standards. They look good on internet, but then they don't meet my standards when they get here.
When you find the one you like, let me know. So I'll just order it from them and not worry about going through a bunch.
There's a guy that I've been trying to communicate with. I sent him a couple messages now, and originally he told me the prices for them. They're like $40. He makes them, and everybody recommended him on the group. They're like, go to this guy. So I did, and then he hasn't responded yet. So
That's annoying.
The hard part is the belt, and
sure.
The boots. I don't think I'm going to go traditional. I think
you so should.
They don't look comfortable, man.
Well, no, they don't. But it's okay.
I want comfortable shoes. If I'm going to be in a cosplay, I'm going to want comfortable shoes.
Fair enough.
I'm going to get something similar. I'm going to get something shiny, but not. I don't think I'm going to go full. Which I'm probably some traditional cosplayer will probably yell at me for that, and I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. I like comfortable shoes.
I mean, I think that's unfair, but yeah.
And I did originally think about making my Monster Maroon black. but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make it red like it should be.
Yeah.
And maybe get a couple different ranks so I can change it. Don't always have to be a captain, because somebody pointed out, he's like, it's funny that everybody has all these Monster Maroon uniforms on here, and everybody's a captain or an admiral.
Right.
Like, rarely do you see like a commander or a lieutenant or an ensign. There's a few people who do like crew, like enlisted, but they're like, a senior chief or,
Sure.
Right. So it's kind of funny.
I would love to do like the operations ensign maroon, because it's a yellow shirt underneath. If I remember correctly, yes.
Yes. The Sulu,
Not Zulu. It's a gold, actually.
That's
it's
a
more
gold.
of a gold
Yeah.
versus the ivory.
No, that's engineering. The operations is gray. Like if you're pilot,
yeah.
it's gray. Yeah.
So the engineering.
Yeah.
Whatever the gold one.
The gold one.
I like the gold one.
The gold
I
one.
think the gold one looks great.
The one Scotty wore.
Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah, it did look great.
So
Then I bought a book. That's what I got. It's a very thick book, but it talks about cosplaying a Monster Maroon and like what everything means and how how to do it and get it all together. It's very cool,
Nice.
very informative, and very. If you have questions, like when you're watching the original movies, like why is there a red stripe on that guy's uniform? That's weird. Explains that. Explains everything. It's great. Because on their bands, they have little red stripes sometimes.
Brands.
The armbands, they have little red stripes or up on the top. Where Kirstie Alley, why she's wearing a red turtleneck underneath when she has a white flap, because they should match. Because she's a junior rank,
I was going to say because it's junior rank or trainee.
trainee or cadet. Yep. Yeah. And she's got a red stripe on her sleeve too.
Neat.
So anyways, yeah, it's very fun. That's about all I got.
The uniform was really complicated.
Yep. That somebody
Kind of why I want to do it.
Somebody put a
honestly.
lot of thought into it, and it's very cool. The pips and the squeaks mean all sorts of things across the sleeve, and it's very
The beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
the what, the what, and the what,
The what?
the bleep.
The sweeps and the creeps. It's not the only thing he's lost. What? I'm just doing the line. Shut up.
that was a good all. Like we had a moment.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving me shit about just repeating the next line.
No.
Poor Michael Winslow.
He's great. He's back doing stand up. I'm proud of him.
He gave me the raspberry. What is that? Raspberry. There's only one person in the universe that gave me the raspberry. Rolling Stone.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever quotes Spaceballs.
Yeah. Spaceballs a sticker. Merchandise.
The second yellow lightsaber seen on screen.
Spaceballs the podcast.
Maybe first.
I bet you there's probably somebody does this podcast for Spaceballs.
Oh God, I need to find out now.
All
Damn
right.
it. Nerd grabs.
And
though.
if it's not called Spaceballs the podcast, I'm going to light them on fire.
right,
But how many times can you talk about the movie like on a podcast? It's not like
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can talk about other things Mel Brooks is doing and other parody films and what
Bill Pullman's
last colonoscopy, that kind of a thing.
Right. Gross. So the book.
how many worms are currently in John Candy's coffin?
Rob, would you like to do your nerd grab?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. I didn't get anything. I've been doing.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, I have. I part of the reason I wanted to bring up the how's your mental health segment, because I think I mentioned this last show that I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and moderate to severe depression, and they got me on some meds, and it's been about 2 weeks doing the meds now, and it's only been 2 weeks, so I don't know if they're working yet, but they're
Give it time.
Oh no! I know. I still have to give it another 2 weeks at least before I know for sure. But I have been experiencing some of the side effects.
A lot of pooping.
I have been pooping a lot, actually. I didn't know that was a side effect. I was thinking about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Visual gang on the podcast. I was talking about my penis. Anyways.
Wait a minute! Wow.
Sorry.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for that audible.
Fill in for the audience.
We could.
Yeah.
I'm sure our audience is smart enough to figure it out.
Anyways, driving over here tonight was not great. It is not doing as much as I thought it was for my anxiety. So that might be a conversation to have with my doctor. But we'll see. So yeah, 2 weeks in, I got a couple side effects.
Gotta dial it in.
Yeah. By the way, actually, I think for the first week, this side effect was happening, but I think it's cleared up now at this point.
There you go.
I just got a meds update. That's all I got for you guys.
I'm going to say one last thing before. I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. I got a Best Pope. I don't know what it is. It's website subscription. They send you cool manly things.
Bespoke post.
There it is.
Oh, sure.
And I got an aging barrel.
Oh, nice. I got a really cool bag that I didn't really have much of a use for, so I ended up giving it as a gift to Devin.
Oh, nice.
Devin,
Yeah.
who loves it.
Great.
But I did get a couple of other cool things in there, so I ended up using those. But yeah, it's neat.
It's neat. I'm going to try it for a few months and then see what's up with it. But yeah, the aging one right now. I put a fresh bottle of Jameson in there. See what happens.
And this is honestly the kind of stuff that I wanted to do nerd grabs for in the first place. Was subscription boxes, things we're trying out that we want to recommend, that kind of a thing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I still think.
But then it sort of became show and tell, and I don't hate that either.
Yeah.
But it works. I mean, like I said, I think we should, if we do a YouTube, Best Threesome Ever YouTube channel, that's where we should review things.
Sure.
Be like,
Sure.
here, this is our review of this. This is what we think. People would love it. Go to it. Listen to us. Be famous.
It's good stuff.
Kevin?
So I believe I mentioned on the last podcast that I picked up Metroid Dread.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I beat it.
Okay.
Beat it.
Wildly fun game.
Beat it.
I also I gave in and I picked up the Nintendo Switch Online expansion.
Okay.
I know it's wildly expensive, and people were saying not to do it, so that Nintendo would lower their prices, and I still hope they do. But I'm also doing it with a couple of people, and so that will hopefully alleviate some of the cost, because it turns out you can have up to 8 cocking people on a family plan.
Holy shit.
That feels sexist, but okay. Sorry. It was right there, man.
So I have 5 right now. So I'm going to talk to my brother to see if he wants to do it. Do you have a Switch?
No, I don't.
Okay, because you were looking at me like I could get in on that. So I've absolutely been playing.
Yes, I could get in on that. I don't have a Switch, but I could get in on that.
I've been playing Ocarina of Time.
Sure.
And I also picked up the Guardians of the Galaxy game that just came out.
Oh,
Yeah?
It's definitely a AAA game, and so
Okay.
it plays a lot like a ton of other games right now. But it's really fun.
Okay.
It's a lot better than that stank ass Avengers game that came out.
Sure.
It still has a little bit of that, the MCU stunt doubles thing going on
okay.
with the characters.
That's
because they're
unfortunate.
very much stylized.
Yeah.
Like the movie, it's got the Star Lord obsessed with this Walkman, and the Rocket just looks and sounds like Rocket, and Groot just looks and sounds like Groot.
Sure.
But it's fun and really interesting, and it's a great soundtrack. I'm sure most of the budget was spent on that, but you actually get to fly the Milano, like there are flying sections.
Oh, sure.
Cool.
And so flying the Milano to kickstart my heart,
That's pretty dope.
That's
That's pretty dope.
That right there kind of puts it up on my top 5. So,
And you can stream that to your large TV, right? Off your little.
oh no, I have that for my PS5.
Oh,
Okay.
That one is. I don't think the Switch can quite handle that game. It is quite beautiful.
Sure.
The skyboxes in this game are incredible.
Yeah.
And it also does verify that it takes place in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
But the game starts and you play as Little Star Lord,
Okay.
like as a kid, and your mom comes in and she jokes around with you because it's your birthday, and you can look at all of your cool stuff, and you have a little Chewbacca figure that you still have. Because you gave it to like an ex-girlfriend as like he's like her protector. There's a couple of Star Wars references,
It's like they can get away with it now.
right. And there's a Tron poster in your bedroom.
Yes,
but they give an origin to the name Star-Lord, and it's a band. And so they have like this old 80s style band playing original music by the name of Star-Lord.
Okay.
Interesting.
Where like it's like an old band where like it had like a storyline kind of hook to it.
I'm super curious as to whether or not they who Star-Lord is.
Like who's the band?
Who's the band playing Star-Lord? Because I have a strong feeling I know the answer.
That it's like Coheed and Cambria or something?
No, it's Steel Panther.
Oh, that would be good too.
Yeah, it'd be great if it's Steel. I hope it's Steel Panther.
You ever been?
Because that would make this so much sense. Yes, I have actually been to a Steel Panther show.
I was with you.
Yeah.
I remember I was fucking drunk off my fucking ass.
You sure were.
I was very drunk.
Yeah.
Then we had horrible service at where'd we go?
Where did we go? Did we go
Yeah.
somewhere?
Perkins.
before that? Perkins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I was drunk off my ass that night too, though.
I was so fucking drunk, dude.
So glad we took an Uber.
So glad. I think Sarah's then significant other drove me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I had to.
He also drove me and my significant other at the time to Perkins.
Yeah.
And we were all toasted.
It was actually the senior leads of the audio department for the game who works with Eidos Montreal, who also happened to be in like a sort of an old rock cover band
Named
on the
Steel
side.
Panther. Oh,
No, not called Steel Panther, sadly. But yeah, it turns out they love old 80s music, and they actually play instruments, and they performed the music for it.
Okay,
Wow.
that's very cool.
It's pretty cool. Not as cool as Steel
not as
Panther,
cool
but it's pretty
as it would have been if it was Steel Panther. Yeah,
Probably cost them a lot less to use them than using.
yeah,
Steel Panther.
but
but the gameplay for it is pretty neat. You kind of bumble around. You just play a Star-Lord, but it has like basically you kind of flap around until you can use your friend's abilities.
oh, okay.
So you
So there's a team.
it's
aspect.
very much a team aspect. So you click a trigger to have Gamora do her super slashy move, or
Sure.
you have Drax, who's like your powerhouse, and
Yep.
Groot creates bridges for you, but he can also like use basically vines from D&D where he locks up enemies.
So he's your grapple monster.
Yep.
He's your
And then if people are, you can revive your characters if they get knocked out. But if everyone gets knocked out, you get like this super mode where you can get everyone to huddle up. You give them like a speech, and of course the enemies just kind of hang out and wait for you to do that, I guess. But whatever, who cares?
Sure, why not?
Like it's basically like a football huddle, and you can choose options on what to say. And the better you do on what you tell them, they get buffs. And then everybody can do all their super attacks all the time, and it plays one of the random songs from the soundtrack, and you just go slapping ass all over the place. It's
Sure.
It's a really interesting gimmick for the game.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I'm having fun.
Good. Cool.
That was my diagram.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the next game I'm going to buy is going to be Battlefield. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
You could also buy something good.
I probably could. Get Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. That I understand. I've heard very recently a review of that. It sounds real good.
I think you would enjoy it. I really do.
I got to finish Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, that game.
I really,
it's fun.
you guys.
I'm having
the
a
more
problem.
we talk about video games, the more I'm really, really thinking about actually getting a console finally.
I'm just having problems with shooting arrows, but whatever. Figure it out. It's the only problem.
Also,
that.
which one? Also, fucking where?
I also bought the expansion for it too when I bought it. The extended Ghost of
Yeah. I haven't started playing the surprisingly, I haven't started playing the expansion yet. I've done the multiplayer stuff, which is surprisingly fun, but I haven't gotten to the X back.
Maybe when you decide you want to do the multiplayer stuff, maybe another guy
do that because they have like a 2-person partner like co-op shit that you can do.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Pop on our headsets.
You probably laugh at me, be like, "Why do you suck so bad?" I'd be like, "I don't know. That's why people don't want to play video games with me."
Don't play as the archer then.
No.
Play as the fucking...
Yeah, he'll suck as a
Ronin.
different character.
Right. It's a lot of button mashing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kidding.
It's the worst way to play it.
I know it is.
Whatever.
It is. It is the worst. It is the worst. I'm not button mashing. I'm just kidding. I know I'm going to buy Battlefield because the guys at work play it. So, and they were getting off a COD. So I was like, all right. But
That sounded like a sex move.
It really did. They're getting off the COD.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
getting off the Warzone COD.
Are their war fisherman boyfriends okay?
I don't know.
Do they like fish sticks?
I do like fish. Sticks. Yeah, I like fish sticks. You're gay.
What are you, some kind of gay fish? God
Damn it. Sorry.
Jesus.
Oh, did you see that Big Mouth has a new season out?
I had no idea it was coming out. And
I
then
didn't either.
I came back from fucking Brainerd and Kaylin was watching. I was like, what the shit? So yeah, but I got to wait for Sabra. So.
Right. I got to remember what happened in season 4.
Events transpired.
It was a long time ago, man, in a galaxy far, far
I
away.
have to restart. I thought that one very episode made me feel very uncomfortable. The singing episode in the steam room.
Why?
And they were all naked. They're kids.
They're animated kids.
Doesn't matter. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Okay,
But
man.
empowered beauty standards.
I get that.
And then I think it doesn't count when it's animated.
Well, I know, but when it's still made me feel uncomfortable.
I think the whole point was to not sexualize them.
Oh, gotcha. Anyways.
But I understand feeling comfortable. It is a little uncomfortable. But at the same
like
time,
the indoctrination of you is
but at the same time, that song was a fucking banger.
Oh yeah, it absolutely was. The song was great. I was just like where do I look?
oh goodness.
Anyways.
This fucking country is indoctrinated us so hard that you have to feel uncomfortable in a cartoon.
Oh, this should be the new. This should be the new season with the new Missy voice actress.
Yes.
Too.
Yep. Because what's her name? This is gone. Oh, stop doing it.
Jenny Slate.
That's it.
Yes.
Step down from it.
Right.
Actively. Like, even referenced it within the show, didn't she?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I think so.
she did.
She did.
When she met her other side of her family.
And said, I can't say those things.
I can't say that word. No, really, I can't. Yes, you can. You're just our family. No. You don't understand. I really cartoon character breaks fourth wall, looks at the camera. No. You don't understand. I really am not going to say those words.
I am a big fan of Jenny Slate.
That's fair.
I think she played the best move by doing that. The fact that she got ahead of it.
Yeah.
And said, she's like, it's not right. I appreciated voicing this character. She's an amazing character, and I am very honored. But I'm going to step down from it so somebody else can do it. And John Mulaney and
Nick Kroll.
thank you had already stated we have a new character for her. She's not going anywhere. We love her. So
Great.
Wasn't she playing a different character in the show already too?
I mean, she came in as as additional characters here and there, but I think she's getting a new dedicated character.
Oh, cool.
Right. And then we were watching Orville. Hopefully that new season comes out soon too.
At some point, I
It's-
think they just finished rapping.
Yeah, I think so.
Who knows when the fuck that's
And
happening?
I still cried when Alira. When she left. When she
Halston Sage.
Dazzler.
Yeah.
when Dazzler left, I was sad. A little cry, a little tear. All right, anything else?
No. I think we've sufficiently padded this episode.
We did sufficiently since I only literally had 4 things on my list.
Patted the shit out of this thing.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Did we get to all 4? Uh-huh. Okay, good.
And, well, Nerd Grabs, if you count Nerd Grabs, it'd be 5 technically. But all right. Well, this has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 139, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I am Nick,
I am Rob.
I am Kevin.
and we will see you next time.
Okay.
All right.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.